to what extent can Moscow and Washington control their allies in the region? This is an important question because many people believe that Syria has turned into completely proxies, that the Assad regime is a proxy of Iran, has no freedom, and that the Kurds, for example, are a proxy of the United States, the Arab militias in Syria, of Turkey, etc. I don't believe that this is the correct way to look at things at all. I do believe that the outside players have a great deal of influence, but they don't have 100% influence. We see this in many instances where Assad has revolted against Russian suggestions. Russia has looked at a number of Syrians, for example, Abdelaziz Khair, an Alawite from Qardaha, as a possibility, perhaps, to trade for Assad. And he went to Moscow, he went to China, this is in 2012, but when he returned to Syria, he was immediately arrested, and we have never seen from him since. There are other people with the same profile. In theory, if the proxy argument were true, Assad should allow himself to be replaced by Russia and to choose so that Russia could choose who would be president of Syria. But Assad has no intention of doing this, and he's not going to allow Russia to decide which is the next government. And he's made it very clear that if Russia wants Syria as an ally, he has to keep me. And I believe that he has done this many times over, not just with who's going to be president of Syria, but with smaller issues like whether we're going to attack. How do we attack? Chemical weapons. Who do we attack? Should we attack Idlib, the deconfliction zones? I think Assad has his own agenda, and the Russians' hands are tied, because if they want the regime to survive, Assad has to be part of it. And I think that's true for Kurds, who have not continued to kill ISIS. Even after Afrin fell, they wanted to punish the United States for allowing Afrin to be ethnically cleansed by the Turks. And I think that we can see this same model over and over again in Syria. You can rent a militia for a little while, but they won't necessarily obey you. The United States tried to turn militias into liberals, and to get them to be democratic, they didn't. In fact, the extremist militias won out despite the massive amounts of money that the West spent. So the outside powers have not been able to control Syria or to decide its future in a very positive way.